Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tech Talk, Unlocking Efficiencies with techOMS. My name is Adam Lavergne. Today, we'll explore defining warehouse priorities for dynamic order routing. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or just curious about the future, this episode has something for everyone. Last episode, we explored options for mapping references from techOMS to your connected fulfillment channels. This week, we're going to explore using a Fulfiller Scorecard to define your warehouse priorities used to direct order routing. With a few clicks of a mouse, techOMS can help make that happen. Let me show you how. Before we jump into the screen share, first a brief description of dynamic order routing. Dynamic order routing leverages the rate shopping engine of techSHIP, allowing techOMS to select the ideal warehouse location to fulfill an order based off of your selection criteria. So cost, speed of delivery, or based on today's episode, warehouse priority. It goes without saying, not all 3PLs perform equally. Each has their own specific fulfillment costs, such as receiving costs, carrying costs, picking fees, packing fees, service level agreements, compliances, etc. Many of us, I'm sure, have relied on what I'd like to call the fulfiller of last resort, the fulfiller you use when all other options have failed, and you still want to keep the sale and fulfill that order. A Fulfiller Scorecard formalizes the ranking of fulfillers based off of their SLA compliance, product mix, costs, reliability, etc. Ultimately, this scorecard defines the warehouse priority to use for order fulfillment. So let me show you how we do that in techOMS. Within techOMS, dynamic order routing, retailers or brands can define the warehouse priority and route orders based on the definition. I'm in our advanced dynamic order routing rule. First condition, we verify stock. If true, we calculate the stock, we load that to memory. Now we're calculating the time in transit which looks at the speed of delivery as well as the cost of delivery. This is where we define the priorities for each warehouse. You can see my Toronto warehouse is defined as priority number 1. My Montreal warehouse is number 2. West is number 3. East is number 4. How the system selects the warehouse route in order to, in this option, we have it chosen by warehouse priority. Again, only enough stock applies. So what the system's going to do is the system's going to look at the order. It's going to look at all of the lines on the order and the quantity available. Based off of our selection criteria, with only enough stock and warehouse priority, assuming our Toronto warehouse can fulfill all lines of the order, it will be chosen based off of its top priority. If it cannot fulfill all the lines or the quantity required for the order, the system will then default to priority number 2, 3, 4. Our initial condition, validating stock at locations, if it proves to be false, i.e. there is no location that can fulfill the order in its entirety, then we have an error handling, which is a split shipment rule. Now, establishing and defining your warehouse priority. Establishing warehouse priority and your Fulfiller Scorecard, I'd like to introduce you to Excel. It's something that your operations team can create and maintain within Excel. When you define those locations and the priority by location, you set that within techOMS as dynamic order routing. It goes without saying, but better with, this is not a one-time set it and forget it. Establishing warehouse priority, using a Fulfiller Scorecard, this should be an ongoing monthly review to look at that performance. And then what you can do is you can adjust the scorecard. You can adjust the priorities as that changes. So perhaps the West location is really struggling. Inventory is low. Compliance is low. The East has now eclipsed them as a more cost advantageous location to ship from. So here we've now updated, moving that West priority to that last slot. Tune in next month as we look at how to import orders into techOMS via CSV.